Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Detroit Tigers. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Hal Newhouser, a Michigan-born lefty, gets the starting job here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He will lead this one off today.
Ben Zobrist.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. This one's down to third. Oh, a dive by Miggy. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course he did that too.
Digging in, Brad Miller, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here it comes. Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees the temperature at first pitch. The 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glare.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Brad Miller has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Standing in now, Logan Morrison.
Number 21.
As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 home.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. 3-2 pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Full count, here it comes. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Austin Meadows is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Count remains at 0-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rays off and running early on the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up. Tampa Bay's out to a 1-0 lead. James Shields will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
And striding in now to the center fielder Curtis Granderson to start the bottom of inning number 1. Drilled down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Al Kaline.
Coming to the plate now, Al Kaline. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Fastball just off the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
So digging in now, Norm Cash. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First offering on its way.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The set and the 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
The 1-1 changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And a full count now, 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Here's the payoff pitch, and it's fouled away. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
The designated hitter.
Ready now, Cecil Fielder, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hang a 0, here's the pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. One and 0. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Miller's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. They're down 1-0. At the plate, Evan Longoria. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Number 3, Evan Longoria.
First pitch on its way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Into the box now, Aubrey Huff. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
The windup and the 0-1. Huff is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Throw on to first gets him from shallow right, and there's out number 2. Here's Matt Joyce now. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Horton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Into the box now, Willie Horton. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Standing in, Charlie Gehringer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Gehringer, a 36-year-old veteran. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues. But to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Fouled away. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch, and he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So striding in, Lance Parrish. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit out towards second, taken in by Zobrist. To second for 1, on to Morrison, and it's a double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
So stepping in, Alan Trammell, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at third could have been stranded. Big, and I mean big, 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team 2 outs, and you find a way to bail him out. Nice piece of hitting.
In is Curtis Granderson,
as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Counts even at 1-1 for Granderson.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now a throw over, back in standing. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Oh man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Striding in once again, Al Kaline. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2. Three and 0 now.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
Fouled off. Ready with the 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And that'll bring in the ever-dangerous third baseman, Miguel Cabrera. Looking to minimize the damage here.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tommy Pham.
The center fielder, Tommy Pham.
First pitch on its way. Too low, 1-0. Change up low, 2-0. Pham, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. He gathers the throw. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
At the plate, Navarro, and for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. A ball and a strike. This is line to left. Horton is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Stepping up to the plate, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Rays go in order 1-2-3. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the third now. Here comes the first baseman, Norm Cash.
The first baseman, Norm Cash.
Here it comes.
Whoa, that's down.
Stands in at an even 6 feet. Throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. This is his first year at the big league level. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Now
stepping in and ready for another shot, Cecil Fielder. He's ready. Here's the first offering. One out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
So now to the plate, Willie Horton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The 2-2. Line to the right side. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. Down in order go the Tigers. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Now the 2-0 home. Bouncer up the middle, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as we check the Rays leaderboard, he currently finds himself 2nd in that category. To the plate now, Logan Morrison, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. One there. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Austin.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Austin Meadows. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
0-1. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
That misses. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rays held in check here. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now at the plate, Charlie Gehringer. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Charlie Gehringer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Longoria in foul ground, and he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
At the plate now, Lance Parrish. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell. Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2.
ball, 2 strikes.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
The center fielder, number 28, Curtis Granderson.
Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. Trammell is off at first with 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and Granderson will be aboard with a base hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
In now, Al Kaline, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
One and 2. Here it is. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off to the Rays, the third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
First offering on its way. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred, he's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Standing in now, Aubrey Huff. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball well outside.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And it's fouled away. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Fouled off.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Matt Joy.
Stepping in now, Matt Joyce. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. The 1-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot off the bat of Miguel Cabrera. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's given the Tigers a 2-1 lead.
Hey, Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
So now to the plate, Norm Cash. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He went down on strikes last time up. Looked like he wanted to clobber that one, but it's 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he fouls this one off. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Cecil Fielder is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Once again a 3-2. Hit out towards second. There to play it is Zobrist. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Cecil Fielder. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Line drive to left. Huff is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
At the plate, Willie Horton, a hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Hit hard up the middle. Towards second, Zobrist is there. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. But the Tigers do strike for 1 on the solo home run by Miguel Cabrera. Through 5 innings, and Detroit's taken a 2-1 lead. Digging in now, Tommy Pham. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Kaline moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. In now, Navarro. First pitch of the at-bat. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound his zone with all different options.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Left side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, the second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Tigers 2, the Rays 1. Ryan Stanek enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek.
Stepping into the box, Charlie Gehringer. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Charlie Gehringer.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Stanek has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. At third, Longoria. Scooped up. Throw on to first by Longoria is right there for the first out.
The batter.
Next for the Tigers, Lance Parrish. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball, 1-0.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the 1-2. fly ball out to straightaway right. Meadows is there, 2 down. So striding forward now, Alan Trammell. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground to third. Taken in by Longoria. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They lead it 2-1. Brad Miller will stand in again as we take it back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch on its way.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box, Logan Morrison, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And Morrison in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Outside, 3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. In there, 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Doug Fizzler comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 58, Doug Fizzler.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Austin Meadows. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Horton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up Evan Longoria. From the stretch. 0-1. Fizzler, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Rays strand just the one. They're down 2-1. Digging in and looking for more, Curtis Granderson. He singled his last time up.
The center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. And the pitch.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Here's another 1-2.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And right into the shift. Reined in. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Next up for Detroit, Al Kaline. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Huff will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The third baseman,
Miguel Cabrera
24.
will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The 0-1 pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. The 1-2. takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Striding in, Norm Cash.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
From the belt, the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now back, the designated.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
2 down, runners at first and second. That misses. 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Fouled away. Payoff pitch on its way. Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Ready once again, Aubrey Huff. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The windup and the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Now pitching for the
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. At the plate, Matt Joyce, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he takes a cold strike one. Here's the 1-1 now to Joyce. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. They still trail it here 2-1. Alex Cobb is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now batting, Willie Horton.
For the Tigers, the left fielder, Willie Horton.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So coming to the plate, Charlie Gehringer. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Zobrist has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Standing in, Lance Parrish. Cobb gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And now a pitch on the way. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And with it, the Tigers have been staked to a 3-1 lead.
And everyone in the home dugout just seemed to breathe a little easier. They're up 2 and only need 3 outs in their bullpen to wrap up the W. It's always nice to work with a little extra wiggle room.
Into the box now, Alan Trammell. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First pitch coming, here it is. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance for the Rays coming up. It's now 3-1 Tigers. Doug Brocail comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Doug Brocail.
Set to start the 9th in this one, and next to hit is the catcher, Navarro.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
1-0 the count. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
1-1. He's in there for strike number 2. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Granderson is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Stepping in, Brad Miller. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Granderson. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Detroit Tigers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Hal Newhouser earns win number 4 on the season as he goes 6+ innings and allows only a pair of base hits. Doug Brocail wraps it up for the save, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line for this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Rays, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and they left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.